Stephen King here, and this beautiful Canadian winter. And I wanted to pause and bring you another edition of Father's Justice. In Canada, men struggle with their reproductive rights, and this has been the case since around about the end of the First World War. So it's a long history of misandry. And today I'd like to talk about the two justices who believe that they're justified through family law, which is a civil proceeding which has no oversight. And in our country, for those of you not familiar, and with this, that means that every decision made about the child rearing of your family, once you're through the door, you are no longer the master of your own children, your own progeny, especially as a man. And you will be denigrated. You will be, told, as I was, that you are not fit as a father, and various other, as I say, pejorative statements issued from judges who themselves may not even be have progeny, may not even be progenitors, as many documents refer to men as. So you are in essence used as a man to provide services for many areas. You pay for the clerks, you pay for the judges, you pay for the lawyers, you pay for the report writers, you pay for every social worker and police who touch the project, which is to take your children from you. And for those of us who are activists, essentially we become dissidents. I have fought for over 10 years for my children after a consent order agreed to in a JCC in the Supreme Court. What has been done to me, as friends and family and colleagues and even strangers have said, is beyond criminal. It is a torture which I would not wish on my worst enemies. To have children taken out of your life, and that of, in my case, just the paternal family. It's been the focus, without any justification, without any criminal action on my part. Now, the thing is these judges, Joanne Challenger, North Vancouver, Gordon Witherell from Vernon, BC, what they've done is they have used their power to abuse not only the rights, first and foremost, of two children of Canada to have access to both parents, but they have absolutely destroyed my constitutional and charter rights to the point where I have no contact with my children. All this is based on, as I say, 10 years in the courts, 50 affidavits, but 15 seconds of a concerned parent simply greeting their children who were taken out of province against an order which is criminal in its basis, which is that it's an order for non-removal from a province outside the jurisdiction of British Columbia. And the other party did that flagrantly when I was to have the children, as I've stated in the documentary, My Son, The Search for Truth, and the audiobook soon to be released, A Parable for Children Withheld. So, it grieves parents all across. I mean, yes, you can be women, you can be men, but the vast majority of these cases, sadly, and the reason for fatherlessness in North America, which is epidemic, is because of people who abuse their power. So how do we solve this? The court is always looking for solutions. The answer lies in the fact that we cannot allow judiciary into family law while it still exists without being vetted completely. They should be parents themselves. I've said this in other videos. We should not allow their discretion solely. This should be done by a small jury in the case of a custody battle. And I believe that AI is now at the level where we can replace these biased judges, thankfully, with the coming technology. And there's real hope for this because judiciary are too biased, and they take things personally and they attack one parent or the other, and they spitefully and wickedly, as in my case, deny children. My daughter has been denied against the orders of the Supreme Court by a lower court justice who has no jurisdiction in the matter, who is simply being, unacceptably intolerant and meddling in the affairs of child rearing when she herself has no business in that area, none whatsoever. And so to deny a young girl, as I've said, her father is damaging without any question. And, we have also problems, of course, with the collusion. We have unregulated social workers, especially in British Columbia. They collude with the police. The police have no background in psychology, so they take the word of these, 20-somethings. And, of course, a lot of them are single mothers and dysfunctional themselves. I mean, all you have to do is look on a dating app, and you'll see occupations of social workers, and they're tattooed and nose ringed and, have a penchant for smoking cannabis and the rest of it. And no, none of that's illegal, but it says something of character. So what are we to do? What are we to do? I think it's time that we rise up. Certainly chat rooms, social media won't do it. We have to present ourselves at these courts. We have to protest, gain the public's attention, and be in their face. Activists as the suffrage movement, which used hunger strikes. It used displays of civil unrest. I mean, these are our children. They're being taken by the state and denied a life with you and I as parents. And for what? Pecuniary, petty matters that the court just decides it's going to exercise its limitless power in the realm of family law. We have to abolish family law in Canada. It's over. Family law has been replaced in places that are progressive, truly progressive, and not regressive like Canada's become. I'm talking about Sweden, Finland, the Nordic and Scandinavian countries have it down. They have happiness and surveys that rival anything in North America, and their families are whole. Their value of paternity rights is legendary, and for good reason. So, good day, and I'll continue on. As always, I hope that you find yourself with your children next to you. Bye for now.